Hello, everyone. It's Tony at Shining Hawk Healing. Thank you so much for being here with me today. My guest today is Danny Shay. So let's get right to it.
Hello, Tony.
Hello, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. I've been, getting up every morning at 5 a.m. to meditate, and the now the dogs know that I get up. So if I if, if I sleep in, they're like, "Hey, get up!" So I've got
Feed
no
me. Now,
excuses.
are they saying feed me or are they saying meditate?
I don't know. I don't. They're probably saying feed me, but
Yeah.
I'm like, go back to bed. I'm gonna go meditate. So they do. They go back to bed and they let me meditate. Um,
Do
so
you meditate with your dogs at times?
no, because they'll start, just wrestling and stuff. That's what they do. They're both still really, puppies, 1 and 2. So
Yeah.
they don't have that discipline yet.
It does, it does take discipline
Yeah,
to,
it does.
and so you can't be a puppy when you're meditating.
Although sometimes I feel like a puppy, like, what am I doing? My brain is like going all over the place.
I know. I know. It's like, can't you have any control of yourself? Yes, no. Yeah.
Yes, no, no. Yes, no, no. Oh, that's me. And all of a sudden, I was doing a journey and one morning and I met a new guide. And I had Susan Lynn on, and
Lynn, yes.
she was talking about her new guide or whatever, and I'm like, her guide, her guy's a chatty guy. My guide is very, very laid back, but really, like,
Susan Lynn, she gets the chattiest, ballsy guides. They're like, just boom in her face. I'm
all the
like,
time, yeah. And
yeah,
I have to coax like answers out of my guys. I have to go, here, don't, there's a little, don't fly away.
that's because you already know the answer.
Probably true. It's probably
I,
true.
I, I love that image, of new guides coming in. And I love that when it happens, it's like, for me, I feel like, wait a minute, who, so I'll be quiet and meditating. And one of the things that I like about the cards is it keeps my little pea brain focused on something. But when I get introduced to a new guide, it's always like, wait a minute, what's going on? Who is this? Because this energy is just a little off. It's a little different. It's
I
somebody
know.
new.
That was my reaction too, because one of my guides was, the healing and everything that they were there. They were here to do with me and for me. That happened, right? They were able to help me integrate different aspects of myself. So
Yeah.
it was time for them to move on. And they brought in this other person, this other guide. And I'm like, wait a minute, who is this? What are you doing in my sacred space?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Did they leave? Did they leave at that time when you said,
no,
"What are you doing?"
no. My other guy was
Oh,
introduced us, and this is the guy that's going to take you further to where you need to be. So I'm all for it. It was just a little
that's so
jarring.
cool.
It was just
That
a
is
little jarring.
so cool. What's that?
It was just a little jarring in the moment. It was like, whoa,
Oh yeah,
wait. Like you said,
yeah.
who is this? Who is this?
Well, yeah, yeah. It's neat.
So
Love it.
you
That's good energy.
you did this reading on Sunday, this past Sunday. That was, I was like, boink, what? What are you doing?
I say that I say that most every time after I do a reading. What am I doing?
And it was so on point. It was so on point. And I just wanted to sort of expand on it or expound on it and I mean, I think you did 2 shows on Sunday. You did 2 things.
I did.
And it was
because
the first one.
The second one was just about gun violence and in the news cycle. I mean, the whole thing, that whole Sunday was about me not being able to watch the news cycle with, I mean, in California, we've had, I don't know, like 6, 7 mass shootings out here. And we've had more mass shootings than there are days of the year so far.
In 1 month. One month. There's no problem.
Right. And this last one, I'm okay with violent movies, and watch
cover my eyes.
Yeah. My wife does that too. But I'm like, I'm okay because it's a movie. I get that. But on the news cycle, this last one, I started watching it. I had to shut it off. I could not watch it anymore. Maybe I got a new guide that said, oh, hell no, you're not watching this anymore. But it was so, how can we treat people? How can we treat people like this? Right. And so the first one bled into, just what we allow ourselves to watch and what that does to our level of consciousness. And this is my level of consciousness diagram. And I forgot the name of the guy that I got this from. Nancy Jean of Nancy Jean's Garden and I did this whole level of consciousness thing. And it stemmed from, I have to give people props where I get this from, Pam Gregory, the astrologer. And she was dowsing to get her level of consciousness, which is
for herself. She was
for her. Yes.
Okay.
So she would do it before she took water, or she would just before she meditated, prayed, and she watched where her level of consciousness was, and she pulled the video. It's no longer on there, and I went, wow, it was so cool, because she used a pendulum and did this. And so Nancy Jean and I, we did another one of those. And then this one just came back to me again after this news cycle, because I'm like, where am I? I was way down and way down.
At some point, there was a point in my life where I was watching all of these murder shows, right? You had Hill Street Blues. I'm really dating myself now.
Yes, you are. Charlie Haig. Charlie, who was the guy, the redheaded guy on there? Charlie Haid, I think.
His name, something like that. And then there was oh my gosh, I can't remember everybody on there, but a lot of old stars who may not even be around now. But there were so many shows, and a lot of them were murder shows. A lot of them were procedural kind of things. And so at some point during this point where I was watching all these shows, I said, you have to stop, or I probably didn't say that. My guy said, you have to stop watching these shows, because this is in your consciousness. This is what you're putting into your consciousness. This is not helping you rise above it. This is keeping you at that place. So I had to stop watching those shows. I mean, full disclosure, I still watch some.
There's a difference when you suspend your disbelief, right? as we go into movies and we go, okay, not real.
Mm-hmm.
The problem comes in is when we stop differentiating between screen time and real time. And this last week was too real.
Yeah.
It was in it. It's not that it's not important to show that, because it is hugely important that it comes out so we can fix it. We got to fix it.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. We're not fixing anything.
No, but we are watching it, and we become very, very sort of, I mean, the story about the 6-year-old boy who shot his teacher, that was a direct, I don't read the news anymore because I just get too upset.
Yeah.
But I hear about it, you can't go anywhere without hearing something. And I go, wow, that's horrible. I don't know the whole story, but what went on there? I mean, what happens there in that situation? Why are we so numb to it in a way? So I don't know. I feel like we are all in it. We watch it. I mean, I watch movies and I just do like this when the really, really, really violent parts come up.
Yeah.
But it's such a part of our lives, and it's such a part of our, of our society, the whole violence, the whole the use of guns and the use of weapons to force your thing on somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And the guy who drove off, this was in California, he drove off a cliff in his Tesla with his whole family in it.
Yeah.
They all survived. Yay, Tesla. Oh my gosh. I guess they're safe cars.
Well, unless they burn up, because yesterday there was one on the freeway that the battery pack burned up, and it took 6,000 gallons of water to put it out.
So now that's all the rain that we had.
Yeah. Now we're in a drought again. One Tesla. Jeez.
Tesla. And the one that he drove off the cliff did not catch on fire.
No, it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody survived. So that was
divine intervention, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. They're still in critical. I think the wife and some of the people that were inside the vehicle are in critical condition, but he's not.
His wife was the one, she narked on him. She was like,
did she?
Not an accident. Yeah. She was like, this was not an accident. He did this on purpose. Good commercial for Tesla, and in those kinds of situations. Bad in other situations.
In other situations.
So I mean, it's like we get caught up. Like we get caught up in the news cycles, and we get caught up in the documents. The documents were found here. The documents were found here. It's like this. It's like, where's Waldo with the stupid document?
What is the thing that we can use to tear down the other side? I mean, I'd love to see where's the thing that we can use to build up everybody.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. So, I do Sunday, and it's a spiritual show. And during the week, it's goofy, and then it's politics or whatever. The politics, though, the negative, just gets so many more views.
Yeah. And
it's just, is it because they want we all want to see some kind of resolution for all of this that we perceive has been really bad for us? to us.
But yeah, and you said that on Sunday, you were like, it's like a car wreck where you just can't look away. It's like, it's an ongoing thing. You want to, you say, this time I'm not going to look, but you look anyway, right? You got to see what's going on. Are they alive? Are they, did they make it? Whatever. You want the best outcome. Right. But, you have to sort of, trudge through a lot of crap in order to see it.
Yeah.
And it's like, how are we going to function and raise our vibrations if we continuously get stuck watching the lower vibration stuff?
Yeah.
And those of us in this community, we understand that. And like you said, the political stuff gets so many more views than the things that are helpful in raising our vibration. So it's like, I think I told somebody once that I felt like I was screaming into a really big empty. This is about love, people. Come on, love. Come on, love.
I know.
So I mean, so I do. It's like we're caught now in the will Jack Smith do the thing that we want him to do. Like when Mueller was doing his thing, we were all very, elated and excited that this was going to come out, and everything, justice was going to be done, and it wasn't.
And he still gets away with it. He's still, but for me personally, I just am so numb to him and all that, even though now he's talking, but he's really talking like a crazy man. I mean, he's still on windmills. At least I think he is. I don't really listen. I just catch, glimpses. A lot of it's from comedy shows.
There's some truth in there somewhere.
So it's like, I just want to move on. I want to fix this. And it feels like, we're not moving forward. We're just screaming into this empty room.
Yeah.
And I think that that's where the political reads come in, because there is movement. There isn't any time in the cards though. So it's just showing, there is movement.
And that, I think maybe that is why the political gets so much more, because you want to at least have the promise of something that gives you what you need. I mean, the end result. So the promise of, yes, these will be released, or the promise that this person will go to jail, or the promise that this person will suffer some consequences for their actions. The reality is that sometimes they don't.
Right.
And, and it's where does your energy fall then?
Yeah.
Where do we?
And the thing about suffer some consequences, when I heard that, I went, but I don't really want anybody to suffer. And I know you don't, but I want them to be accountable.
Yeah.
And I want them to go, oh, that was messed up. I should change. And maybe I should tell everybody that I messed up and that they shouldn't follow me, that kind of stuff. And, but if they stub their toe along the way, I wouldn't feel too bad.
Just the toe.
But it's, and I think also that we build it up to make it, they really need to pay for this, because we build it up too much that they need to pay.
Yeah.
And reality is, we need to manage our own care And so I think if we watch this, car wreck and we get drugged down, then we have to spend some quiet time to get regrounded, go outside, listen to music, do something to quiet the chatter and think of a positive outcome or a positive intention that we can send out in prayer or.
Yeah. When I'm meditating, I take the people who I feel have wronged me in some way. You've wronged me.
I told you I was sorry. You keep bringing it up.
And I put them in my circle of protection and prayer, and I really shower them with grace, and I shower them with forgiveness, and I shower them with love and abundance and attention and all of that stuff. And I do it every day until I feel less wronged.
Yeah. Angry.
And I do it until I feel like they get smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
And it's not a referendum on them and physically, or that I want to push them out of my life. It's just that I don't want that feeling. I don't want to carry that. I don't want to carry that. So maybe, I don't know. I did have a few questions that I just thought that I would ask, because, we're both in the outer limits, so to speak.
Yes, we are.
There's this story about they're mining. They want to start mining asteroids.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Did you see that? Because there's gold and platinum, and so now SpaceX is going to shuttle these experts, these scientists out to I don't know what they're going to do, take tests and asteroids and stuff. So maybe the plundering of the earth. I wanted to ask you to pull cards on, will they stop plundering the planet if they're able to
No. There's and I've been thinking about that. Not that particular thing, but when I read on it, they're just sending the experts, whatever that means, up there to look to see what kind of elements and minerals are on this asteroid. And it was supposed to be like it has all of the wealth of the earth on this asteroid, something huge, a lot of rare earth minerals, and which you're saying, will they stop like drilling holes in Mother Earth, because now they have a new sphere that they can wreck. And I just think that we're too stupid as a species to stop doing that, because we're all still in this mode of lack. We don't have enough. Don't have enough. I mean, I look around my room and I'm looking at all the stuff I could get rid of. All the classified documents in there, I could get rid of them because they're no good anymore. They're old. They're from Nixon's. We could do away with so much less, and yet we go, maybe I need a new phone.
I got to have the newest phone. I got to have the newest car. I got to have the newest this. I got to, and because there's so many billionaires on the planet now, it's like this is their playground, and we're just ants trying to.
And they're always looking for more money. I mean, how much do you need? How many yachts do you need? Not that many.
We don't have enough water for those many yachts. We can't keep them afloat.
Yeah, but when all the glaciers melt and raise the ocean, then
we'll have enough.
But lake yachts, no. I grew up on a lake that has lake yachts. It's huge, and they have these. When I first, remembered it, they had these little teeny fishing boats with these little, 5 horsepower engines, and then go around and fish. Yeah. And now there's like 60-foot yachts in this lake, swamping these little fishing boats. You can't have a little fishing boat.
You can't even travel, and that wake is so big that it'll just turn your boat over.
Oh yeah.
It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How big a boat do you need? They just want to have parties, and I don't understand it.
I was looking at one of the oligarchs' yachts because I like boats.
They're beautiful. They're
like boats.
A hole in the ground, a hole in the water that you pour money into.
It's a good place to put money into. But I used to work on dive boats and things. So I've been around boats my whole life. The most efficient machine ever. No. It's like, what's the fuel economy on this? Oh, we burn about 20 gallons an hour. Like what? But yeah, sorry, that was a squirrely moment. Let's look at this asteroid. Is asteroid mining? Is it going to save the planet? Is asteroid mining going to save Earth?
Looks like they might.
Oh. I need more cards.
This might actually. Ooh.
Wow.
In space, they can't hear you scream.
That's what this guy's doing. Ow! They can't hear you scream. Wow. I got some. I started out just pulling 3 cards, and then I had to pull more for the story. Yeah. Because I got the 5 of Swords, so there's going to be a lot of battling about who has the rights to this. Yeah. Yeah. And then I got the 9 of Pentacles. There's a lot of money involved with this.
I think they got like billions of seed money already. So
yeah. And then I got the World card. And I'm like, and my question was, is this going to help save the world? And I got the World card, and I go, oh, I need to look more into it. I got the 4 of Pentacles. So it's the limited resources down here. And next to it was the 10 of Pentacles, which is family, money, abundance, sharing. And I'm like, okay. And then I got the Ace of Pentacles. So it's all about money. Money. But this is something new, a new project that may be able to save the world.
Yay.
I internally, I'm like going, that's not right. The cards are saying something different, though.
It looks like full steam ahead. They've got all their partners and stuff together. They're putting the companies are together, and the company actually has a name now, and it's moving forward. But people are saying, some people are saying not so fast, not so fast. I'll do the thinning around here, Baba Louie.
Yeah. Baba Louie.
So it's a slow down, slow your roll. There's a lot of things they have to worry about. A lot of things they don't have. They have to sort of piggyback off of SpaceX, and then they're sort of at the mercy of. But I see the sun here. It's it could happen. It could happen, and it's they've got a lot of ideas about it. Action. This is an action card.
Yeah.
Ideas, and then I got. Yes, you're right. There's a. What are we going to do? Who owns it? Who owns an asteroid? Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Heavens to Babaloo. That's all one cartoon, I think. Anyway, heavens to Murgatroyd. Heavens to Asteroid.
Heavens to Asteroid. Go ahead.
I just think I think I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna get my. Hang on. I gotta get my galactic deck. Let me see. Oh, I know somebody who else has a galactic deck.
I do. I'm gonna get mine too.
So I think that that asteroid mining is something that can bring forth new resources for the world. But intuitively, I'm going, it's just going to help a few get super rich. And if you start exploding asteroids, what's it going to do to all the satellites going around the Earth, which is way too many?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Will they build colonies on these asteroids? Will they build like working factories to mine it and then ship it back to the planet? Or what happens to all of this precious material that they feel is out there?
Yeah. So let's ask the Galactic Heritage cards. What do we need to know about mining asteroids? Okay. This is more in line with what I was thinking. Arrogance.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So
that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's what I got. So I'm thinking that we're going up to destroy, mine, dig, pull out all the resources of this asteroid, which is our lower 3D thinking, that we're not thinking correctly. But as soon as we start utilizing the energies of sound and light and magnetism, we won't need to drill into these asteroids. There's other things that we can use that are higher vibrational, and that's what's going to help us.
I just sort of like heard that that's not the only thing they're going to bring out of this asteroid. There's a lot of other things that are going to come out of this asteroid that we're not ready for. Oh God, that would be horrible, right?
Oh, you mean like disease or what's that?
Healing crisis.
Healing crisis. Ooh,
There
okay.
could be like some bacteria that comes out that we really don't want. And just, I don't know.
Well, I'm not really digging your asteroid. I'm not going to go there. Mine is just emptiness. No disease, no bugs. It does give us a big change. And I don't know, it seems like that our logic and reason is a little off, and that we're just being too arrogant, thinking that we could just go do this. And it may be because of what you said, maybe our logic and reason is the emptiness. We're not really thinking through what we're doing. So
because the dollar signs, when you have dollar signs in front of your eyes, it's really hard to see around it. You know, it's just like, I mean, and I got this card too, that's amoeba. It looks like an amoeba to me, unfinished business. We haven't learned our lessons here. We
haven't.
need to learn a few more. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You know, those and that thing I said earlier about they don't hear you scream in space. It could get really gnarly out there.
Yeah. And so here's something from a shamanic perspective. We will journey to go talk to rocks and get information from rocks and get guidance from rocks.
Yes.
And rocks are not just things that you kick around, right?
Rocks have memory.
They have memory, and they need to be somewhat respected. So an asteroid is not something to kick around, to drill into. They have a memory, and we're not. So, ooh, this gives me chills. So as we go drill for precious rare earth minerals so we can have more phones and lithium batteries, we're not tapping into the asteroid for the full potential of what they can offer us, which is not a material, but it's a vibration, I think.
What was the first card you held up? The first galactic card you held up was
I think it was emptiness.
I thought it was something like hubris or something.
Oh, like arrogance.
Arrogance, yes. That's exactly what's going on, because we feel like this is our right, you know, this is the new frontier, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's our right to do it. No, it's not. Just because you have money doesn't make it your right.
And just because you know, have all this power here on the planet doesn't mean that the universe, the outer space is there for you to you know, it's like there's so much out there that you don't understand.
Yeah.
And you want to go and start aliens.
Wow. Now I keep thinking about what you said about, bringing back amoebas, and I'm like, oh. We think we have it bad with COVID.
Yes. I mean, come on. And we want to go out and we want to bring stuff back. We want to bring stuff back that's going to be so important to us money-wise, but it doesn't are we answering the right questions? Are we answering the questions of can we as humans on this planet survive with unknown entities that you've mistakenly brought back with you? Sounds like a horror film.
It does.
Waiting to happen.
It does. Get your pen out, write it up. And wasn't there, I mean, there's all those space movies where they're mining for things, going to different planets to mine things and bringing it back. And it's just like, it all goes back to the sense of lack, that we don't have enough here. And we do.
We do. And because we don't need so much. We don't need the yacht that is, bigger than, what's his name? The guy who owns Virgin America or Virgin. We don't need that. You don't need if you are one person, why do you need a mansion that has 17 bedrooms? Why do you need that? Why do we need
17 bedrooms? It's 17 bathrooms.
What are you eating?
Go. Oh my God. There's diapers you can wear. They have adult diapers. You can walk down the hall.
What are you eating? You need 17 bathrooms.
Or a yacht that has a yacht inside of it.
That you can take out and put on to go for a joyride when you don't want to take the big boat.
Yeah. And the yacht inside of it's like 30, 40 feet. I'm like, what? I mean, that's the size of my yacht. 30. Well, if I had one.
The one that I have on my vision board.
I did have a boat on my vision board, and I did get one.
You did?
Yeah, I had a 34-foot trawler.
A trawler. Look at you.
Would go out to Catalina, and it took so long to get there. It only went 7 knots.
So you had a lot of snacks on the boat.
Had a lot of food. But it was really fuel efficient. So it just took us forever to get there. That's okay, because then we stayed there for a while. So it was fun.
Oh, awesome. I know my husband loves boats. We used to have a little motorboat that he would get up at the crack of dawn and with his coffee go out in the boat and get lost in the fog.
Yeah. Call the Coast Guard. I'm lost. Help.
I got turned around somehow. I don't know how it happened.
Did you all ever go out to Catalina?
Yeah, we've been out there. I love Catalina. I was
like, on the West End. When you go out there again, look at your compass. When you get right to that West End, compass
that's
starts
you
doing this.
The what?
Yeah. It's crazy. Your compass just starts spinning.
Wow. That's
at least ours did.
That's weird.
Maybe we needed a new compass. I don't know, but yeah, it was.
You think that was some kind of portal or something?
Yeah, I do. Because it's attached to Lemurians in Hawaii, Catalina, and Shasta.
Where do you like to on Catalina? Where do you like to what do you like best about Catalina? Because we want to go out and spend a little bit more time.
We would stay on the boat, so we would anchor up and just stay there and not go to Catalina, not get on the island. but
okay.
would go a lot to Twin Harbors and Cat Harbor, which is the small city, small town. And Twin Harbors is where Natalie Wood
Where she drowned.
Where she drowned. And so she's still there. I've sensed her. I've sensed her. Yeah. I
Did they ever find her body?
Yeah, I think they did.
They found her body, yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Wow.
But then up in Avalon, going up to it's just so calming up there.
Oh my gosh.
Going snorkeling around Casino Point, stuff like that. Love it.
Awesome. Yeah, we've really, really wanted to, like, for retirement to have a boat be on the water. It would be awesome to do that.
Yeah.
It's a
sailboat.
Expensive. One of those little tin boats with just a rowboat. We're gonna row out to there.
Yeah.
So, wow. Oh my gosh. We just been talking for an hour.
Oh my gosh.
So I just have one more question for you. Do you think that we as a society will be able to rise to the level where we need to make that shift? Will we be able to do it? Is it in the cards for us to do it? Because
nothing's. I think yes, but not right yet.
Just maybe in 50, 60, 70 years.
Yeah. So as I struggle to maintain a higher level of consciousness, let's bring it back to to the original. So as I struggle to be up here, which it's interesting, here's the little pointy end that's really hard to balance in. Yeah. Up here, it looks like it should be the base, and it is the base, being at a higher level of consciousness up in heaven, paradise, full consciousness. That is the base, the wide part of it where we can all be. But so as I work on staying in that higher vibration throughout the day, and I know we can get there, but it's getting off of that little fulcrum point where we're wobbling. Yeah.
The head of a pin. We're just there. We're just like,
yeah. I mean, yesterday for me, nothing was going bad. Nothing was, I didn't watch any news. I was just working on a project, and the project was going well. And so nothing frustrating, but I was just on edge all day yesterday. It was like if somebody would have said something wrong to me, they would have been in trouble.
And that's what the news can do. I think that they really play on our fear, and fear is a strong motivator. Fear is the motivation for so many things that happen in the world, good and bad, right?
Yeah.
So, we as spiritual teachers and guides, we always talk about we have to get rid of the fear. So how do we do that, Danny? How do we get rid of the fear?
Well, let me tell you. So I have a surefire way to do that. If you send me $4.99 And I promise I won't put you on a drip system where every week you get charged $4.99. I promise you that. You know, and it's interesting. So here is shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear is way down here. It's way down on this level of consciousness thing. Yeah, how do we let go of the fear? It's
insidious.
You know, once we go through it, and what is it? Fear is only false evidence
appearing real.
Yeah. So we just work ourselves into it, I think, and we should just be open to the change. Oh, and that's what we're afraid of, is change.
Yeah, I have this card. Also,
that's a good deck.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
It's a real good. And one of the best parts about this deck is the packaging. I'm serious.
Every ounce of love that I have in my heart goes into those bags and the cards as well. So I'm so happy that you like them.
Oh, this is so cool. I mean, now I know who to send feathers to.
Thank you. I would love them. I would actually absolutely love. Do you know that the feathers that I've been using for my bags are really hard to find now?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just so many things are hard to find.
Like that one?
Beautiful. Oh, I love it.
Now, just to let everybody know,
they're gifted.
Entertainment only. These are fake. So don't sit there and say, you know, you could be arrested by having feathers.
Not turkey feathers. Not turkey feathers. You can have turkey feathers. No, there's no problem with turkey feathers. You can have as many of those as you want.
All right. What? No, I'm not going to show you the other one.
Don't show the other feathers.
The eagle feather.
The feathers that you are gifted if you are out walking, hiking or whatever in the woods, and you come upon a feather. That is a gift. That is a gift to you. You decide whether you want to accept it or not. But if you do, I would advise you to keep a little plastic bag in your pocket so that you don't touch the feather. You just put it in the bag and then put it in your freezer so that all the little bugs and critters have to go away. And then you can take it out. So the care and
don't tell anybody you have it.
And don't tell anyone you have it. The care and feeding of feathers.
Yeah. All right. So how do we let go? I'm going to pull just one card.
Okay, I'll pull one card too.
On how do we let go of fear? How do we let go of fear so that we don't keep looking at the train wreck? How do we let go of fear? This deck just doesn't make any sense.
What deck?
The bag is perfect. The cards, no. Kidding. How do we let go of fear? You ready?
Yes.
Choose flight. Choose to let go of the fear. Just make a decision.
It is a choice. It is a choice.
It's a choice.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Okay, I guess I was wrong about the deck.
Drop that mic.
It's a choice.
It's a choice. I don't even need to pull a card because, oh my gosh, that's the end.
Because you would have pulled the same one.
You choose. It's your choice.
Get on the plane, non-fear. Fly.
Oh,
and you got pelicans here. There are pelicans up there. Ah, so good.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Danny, for being
Thank
here.
you, Tony.
This
This is
so
awesome.
great. Thanks for just shooting the breeze with me. I really, really appreciate it.
We always laugh a lot when
I
we get
love it.
together.
It just really, and this is a reason I like to do, to do shows with people who make me laugh, who I can make laugh. Because it does raise our vibration.
It does.
It's the surefire. It's, if you want a quick lift of your vibration, go watch something funny, read something funny, go spend time with a funny friend like me. I'm spending
A funny
my funny
friend.
friend.
What? Wow.
So thank you everyone for
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you, Danny, for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you soon.
All
Walk
right.
in love, walk in beauty, walk in peace, walk in joy. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.